Hi, I think I'm going to start by taking Michael Wolf's advice and saying thanks for the invite. We appreciate it. I'm going to present an idea that is really very practical. It's very simple. In fact, this idea is so simple that anybody can do it. It's also so simple that we feel like it might actually change the way we interact with the urban environment. It's also fun, at least for us, and perhaps also for you guys when we're done with this presentation. All you need for this idea, before we go into what it is actually you need a piece of chalk and you need a camera phone, or either one. You actually don't need both, but you can combine them. My name is Mikkel, and I'm representing the Urban Green Line Collective, so we're a group of people. I'm sort of speaking as a speaking for the other people today. So I'm going to start off with just talking a little bit about what the Urban Green Line is. I'd like to tell you a little bit about how it's connected to Emergent, and some next steps, call to action perhaps, for what we can do. I chose to bring this photo from the beginning of the Urban Green Line. This is, as some of you might recognize, this is a piece of a section of Regent's Canal. It's in Hackney. It's one of the less fancy sections of the canal. And as you might know, Regent's Canal in London is a potentially amazing resource and asset for a city. Unfortunately, very often it's dirty. It's not well taken care of. So at TEDxCentralSaintMartins, we came together, a group of students, about 7 people. And we decided that we were going to bring some friends and we were going to try to involve the local community in doing something about a very small section of Regent's Canal. This is about 25 to 50 meters. And what we did is quite simple again. We went there, we did some replanting. We cleaned away garbage that was in the water and in the bushes around the canal. And at the end of the day, we're about sort of 30 to 40 people, and it took a full day. It was a Saturday afternoon. And at the end of the day, we left with, of course, a really good feeling about ourselves as people and environmentally friendly and all that. And we also left with about 18 bags of garbage from a very tiny section of this canal, which, of course, we disposed of in the proper ways, obviously, not just to the next section, which I think has been the system so far. But we also left something behind. We left, as you can see on the picture, we left a green line, and that's where the piece of chalk comes in. This green line was, in a way, a way for us to symbolize that London now had a new green area, a way for people to see that this place is a green place where you can be. But for ourselves, it was also a matter of kind of empowering the act that we were doing. By putting down the green line, we could sort of stand around and tell each other, we did this. People coming by the area, as we kind of moved down the river, saw the green line kind of being painted during the day and asked, what are you doing? What is this? And this is a very good way to explain what's happening, and a way to involve other people. I'm not going to show you any more slides, but if I was, I could show you organic restaurants in London, community gardens, urban farms, organic stores, farmers markets. I could kind of keep going. We have, at this point, we're a group of 7 people, and we have about, I think, a little less than 300 places in London. So this is not just about doing something yourself. It's about symbolizing an act of green that has been committed, of course, also by the city. Parks is obviously also on the map. So basically, what we're saying is that there's actually a lot of greening going on, and by putting down this line, we can make that manifest in some extent to people around. And we're not just doing this in the physical world, we're also doing this online. So we paint the line on the ground, but to a larger extent, we're actually painting it on a map online. And what we're hoping to get from this, of course, is an emergent system. Jamie mentioned earlier how birds follow very simple rules. Don't get too close, don't get too far away. This is about laying down a simple rule for greening. Just like ants leave paths for each other to the places that contain food, and by doing that, help a bigger system come together. We leave little green lines to tell people where the green is at. And just like the ants, by repeating, by massive amount of ants repeating these sort of small acts, build an anthill, in the same way, we feel like very small acts like this might come together and emerge as a larger system where people are actually able to connect and move around the city on the basis of what's been happening before. And that brings up, I think, a good question about data, something we've been thinking a lot about, because a lot of talk right now, of course, for those of us who are designers and innovators, is about this idea of data and how we use it. And we feel like this, of course, is a very, this is the old way of data, right? This is the temporary data. This is chalk. It'll wash away. It won't stay. So we've developed an app so anybody in the world really can go and tag green places or activities that they do on a map that's online and connect in that way. So in a way, we feel like we're sort of bridging a schism between old data, temporary data, and the new, the digital, the permanent data that'll last forever. And what the advantages of the digital is, of course, is that you can write descriptions and you can add more information to this green line, but that still staying within that very simple concept. Yeah, so just to, I guess just to round up in terms of what we're doing is that we are launching the app today at TEDxCentralSaintMartins, in fact. You can go to our website, you can find it. And I want to use this opportunity really as a call to action for you guys to get a piece of chalk or download the iPhone or do both and go out in your communities and connect with the people that you know and start drawing green lines. Whether you just do it on the map or you actually do it on the ground. Maybe you don't like looking at green lines in your community, but you can still do it on the map. So yeah, this is really a call to action for you guys to connect to your local urban fabric and perhaps do something like this and stitch a couple of green stitches into it as well. We don't know what's going to happen. This is the beginning then of an emergent system. We have no idea where it's going to go. We're sure it's going to ebb and flow. But we're sure if everybody joins in and puts down their green lines, we can change the world with just a simple green line. So, thank you.